done for me. You have to make your soul do what it is. Make your soul cry out. Hallelujah. 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 Now, since you've been thinking of what he has done for you up until now, you've been hurt. Lift up your hands one more time and raise your hand and begin to give God the praise that is due his name. Come on, lift up your voice. Hallelujah. 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 I want you to look like the praise that you're giving God. Hallelujah. I'm happy about what he has done. Hallelujah. I want you to act like you're happy about what he has done. Hallelujah. 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 For this I thank you tonight. We thank you for all that you have done for us up until now. Lord, we remember how you made a way. Lord, we remember how you brought us through. Lord, we remember the mountain that you brought us over. Lord, we remember the ways that you made. And for this, God, we thank you right now. We thank you for this opportunity to gather again in your name one more time. And we ask that you be with us tonight, God. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight. My strength all day. My Redeemer. In Jesus' name we pray. Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord. Now come on and put your hands together. Thank you, Lord. Amen and amen. You can take your seats lightly. Now do not take this for a mistake.
Yes, God.
But God has assigned me to be at this particular place at this particular time.
Yes, God.
Because he told me, I talked to the Lord, I don't know about you.
All right now.
That there is a word for you on tonight.
Yes.
Look at your neighbor and say, there is a word for you.
There is a word for you tonight.
There is a word for you on tonight.
Yes, it is.
I give good honor to God who is the head of my life. You find me today saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Ghost.
Yes, God.
I live saved all day. No evil have I done. Hallelujah. Thank God for this opportunity. To the pastors, the leaders of this great church, of this great conference, Pastor and Lady Simmons, let's give a hand for these great leaders. Who pays attention to their young people and who entrust people to do things to empower people. And we thank God for leaders like you. They are few and far between sometimes. So when I find them, I make sure I give honor to them because they're doing great works where they are. Amen.
Amen.
To Pastor Hood and Lady Hood, thank you so much. I love these people. I love these people. And to my own pastor and first lady, my mom and dad.
Amen.
My dad is the biggest, tallest person in here, but he had to step out. He'll be back in a minute. Mama, could you stand up, please? This is my mama. Who I've known all of my life. And I believe all my life she's been saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Ghost. And no evil has she done. They raised us that way. Amen. And some of my family is here tonight. They just found out about it today. But Brother Jonathan, my brother, my baby brother, some of you all may know him from Facebook. Amen. That's my baby brother right there. He's in the house. Thank you for coming, John. You didn't have to come, but you did. To
Amen.
Candace and my nieces, they're here on tonight.
All right.
And to this great choir, this great praise team. You all, I enjoy it. They asked me what time did I want to come here, and I said at the beginning. I believe in praising God. I don't believe in waiting till my turn. I believe in praising God from beginning to end. And I thank God for such an anointed group of people being led by God. To the facilitator, to the coordinator of this conference. Thank you for inviting me. To Brother Kevin for those kind words of introduction. Amen. To this great psalmist on tonight. Brother Baxter, I enjoyed you. You blessed me.
Amen.
And to these musicians. Thank you all. Thank you all. You all have been outstanding on tonight. There is a word from the Lord, and I'm going to try not to be before you long, I promise. Because He just gave it to me last night. Amen. Turn with me, if you would, to Jonah.
Oh, bless the Lord.
Chapter 1. If you have your devices, pull it up. I'm doing the NIV version tonight. Pastor, is that all right?
Yes, ma'am.
My pastor, he gonna give me. My pastor is a King James version all the way. But thank God he's gonna let me read from the NIV tonight. Is that all right, Pastor?
Amen.
Jonah chapter 1. Beginning at verse 1 in the NIV version, and it reads, the word of the Lord came to Jonah, son of Amittai. Go to the great city of Nineveh and preach against it, because its wickedness has come up before me.
My God.
But Jonah ran away from the Lord and headed to Tarshish. He went down to Joppa, where he found a ship bound at the port. After paying the fare, he went aboard and sailed from Tarshish to flee from the Lord. Then the Lord sent a great wind on the sea, and such a violent storm arose that the ship threatened to break up. All of the sailors were afraid, and each one cried out to his own God. And they threw cargo over into the sea to lighten the ship's load. But Jonah had gone down below deck, where he just laid down and fell into a deep sleep. The captain went to him and said, how in the world can you sleep?
Yes, sir. Come on.
Get up and call on your God. Maybe He'll take notice of us so that we will not perish. Then the sailors said to each other, come on, let's cast lots. We're going to find out who's doing this. Who's responsible for this storm? This don't make no sense. They cast the lots, and the lots fell on Jonah. So they asked him, tell us who is making all this trouble for us. What kind of work do you do? Where do you come from? What is your country? And from what people are you? Jonah answered, I am a Hebrew, and I worship the Lord, the God of heaven, who made the sea and the dry land. This terrified them, and they asked, what have you done? What did you do to this God? They knew he was running from the Lord because he had already told them so. The sea was getting rougher and rougher and rougher. So they asked him, what shall we do to make the sea calm down for us? Jonah said, pick me up, throw me into the sea, and it will become calm. I know that it is my fault. Jonah said, I know it's my fault. He said it again, I know it is my fault that this great storm has come upon you. Verse 13, instead the men did their best to row back to the land. They could not, for the sea grew even wilder than before. The storm got worse. Jonah said again, I know it's my fault. Then they cried out to the Lord, please, Lord, do not let us die, taking this man's life. Do not hold us accountable for killing an innocent man, for you, Lord, have done as you please. Then they took Jonah and threw him overboard, and the raging sea grew calm. The storm stopped. And this, the men greatly feared the Lord. Fearing the Lord, that means they started worshiping him. And they offered sacrifice to the true and living God, and made vows to the true and living God. May God have a blessing to the readers and the hearers and the doers of his word. In the storm on yesterday, the Lord gave me this title.
Come on. All right.
It's time for somebody to get off this boat.
All right.
It is time for somebody to get off this boat.
My God, today. Thank you.
And when he said it, it was so clear because we were in the midst of a great storm on yesterday. Was anybody in it?
Yes.
It was in Jackson and all around here. It was a great storm.
Yes.
Did some damage in a lot of places. And he said it so clear, it's time for somebody to get off this boat because this storm don't make no sense.
My God.
And they kept coming until there was so many floods in Jackson that they were reporting it about it. They was talking about it. Folks were showing pictures of how much water came into a certain area in a short amount of time.
That's right.
My God.
He said again to me, it's time for somebody to get off this boat.
My God.
A lot of us are going through a lot of trials and tribulations. Everybody have them.
Yes.
If you're born, you're full of trouble. The days of few are what? Full of trouble.
That's right.
So you're going to have trouble. But then there's some things that come against you. You have some people that get so much that's going on until everybody around them is becoming affected by it.
Yeah.
Everybody around them becomes affected by it. How do they become affected? When you don't do what God has called you to do, you hinder somebody else from receiving the things God has in store for them through you.
Amen.
A lot of us don't want to do what God has called us to do.
Come on.
For various reasons. I don't know your testimony. Mine is I'm a little scared.
Right.
I don't think they would hear me. Some of yours may be, no, it ain't my time. I'm tired of this church. I'm ready to go.
Come
Or
on.
I'm tired of this neighborhood. I'm ready to move out. But for some reason, you can't move out of that neighborhood, and everything in that neighborhood keeps getting worse and worse and worse.
My
You be like, Lord, when are you going to deliver me out of this?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
whole time God had given you instructions from the jump on what to do. But you didn't do it, so the storm around you grew worse. And you can look at it and see there's gangs that's raging everywhere.
Sure are.
Yeah.
This is general, but you know what your neighborhood got.
Amen.
It's meth labs in places. Dope houses in places. Some of them we know we pass by every day and we never go out to witness. It's in all of us to witness, but for some reason we think that they're not good enough for us to talk to.
Amen.
So we leave them alone and say, Lord, I'll be glad when I get out of this.
Come
And the
on.
whole time the whole neighborhood keeps going down. Well, the houses for a certain amount, they depreciate because of the calamity that's going around them. And
Right.
you right in the middle talking about, I need to get out of here. And the whole time God has given you something to do, and you choose not to do it.
My God.
It's time for somebody to get out of this boat.
My
Yes.
God.
Bullies are in schools, and you got saved children in the schools, but they're not praying and talking to those bullies or talking to the people that is being affected by the bullies. So they're getting bullied all day long, and before you know it, there's suicide on the news. It's time for somebody to get off this boat. It don't have an age limit. If God calls you, He calls you.
That's right.
You can be 5 years old, 25 years old, 40 years old, 45 years old. It doesn't matter. When you get the call, it's up to you to answer.
Yes, it is.
God always makes a way, but it's up to you to answer.
Yeah.
Now, Jonah, you heard in the lesson, he's supposed to go where? Nineveh.
Yeah.
Nineveh was the worst place anybody would want to go.
That's right. That's it.
They killed people for fun. They'll boil babies. They'll do whatever. I mean, anything that's imagined, anything that you can see on these horror movies, none of them did.
That's right. That's right.
And they were proud of it.
Yes.
And God had mercy on them.
Yes, he did.
And old Jonah, the prophet of God, the man raised up and know the law, said, I'm not going there to tell them. God sent him. He said, go to them and preach to them. Tell them what I said. And God knew what he had put in Jonah to do, and he would equip him to do everything he called him to do. But Jonah said no. Why? Because they ain't worth it.
My God.
How many people have you passed along the way that needed something, and you be like, nah, you ain't worth my time.
Oh.
And you're flocking to the next big event and give the preacher all of your money. Give everything that you have to come there. Pay get in all kind of debt to get there to hear another word that you need to go and do, and then you go out and stay and don't do a thing.
Wow.
Go back to the same neighborhood with the same calamity.
My God. Jesus.
My God. Yes.
And holler out, Lord, deliver me from this. It's time for somebody to get off this boat.
Yes, sir. Right.
Yes.
Look at your neighbor and say, don't hinder my blessing.
Don't hinder my blessing.
Some of you, y'all get caught up in just the glam of things and don't remember that we've been assigned to do the work. Just because you don't like somebody and God send you, don't mean you don't talk to them. You better talk to them out of love. So many of us going out of hate, going off on people, telling them you better get right.
Yep.
Or you going to hell. I can tell you today, they already living it right now. They need to hear a word from the Lord. You go and you speak Jesus to them.
Amen.
So many of us get in ourselves so much, we scared ain't nobody gonna listen to us because we so mean and angry.
Come on.
You gotta check yourself because you reckon all of us.
Yes.
You reckon all of us.
Yes.
Help us tonight.
When that storm came on yesterday, it hit everybody in the city. Everybody slowed down. Everybody stopped. Everybody paused because they couldn't do anything to stop it.
Yes.
When you disobey God, you cause a storm all around you that affects everybody around you.
My God.
It may not kill them, but it's going to affect them.
That's right.
I've never seen the likes of church people, believers of God. Instead of them coming in church and shouting the victory, they're coming in saying, I need counseling for depression. I know I'm telling the truth.
Yes, sir.
Somebody's still on the boat.
Come on.
You're talking
There's
good.
no room in the church for depression. You hear that preach more strongly now than you hear you got victory through Jesus. They tell you in a minute, go get some counseling. There's nothing wrong with counseling. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But we as people of God should operate in the power of God.
Yes.
When these things come up against the people of God, we should be able to lay hands on them and they recover. And they go out a different way. Somebody needs to get off this boat. Somebody's not doing what they're supposed to do.
Yes.
God has given you an assignment to do. And instead of you getting yourself together, I don't care how small it is. If you don't do it, God will still chase you.
Yeah.
Yes, he will.
Come on.
And whoever's around you will be affected. This thing was rich to me. I don't know what's doing that. It helped me. I said, Lord, I'm going to do better.
Yes.
Jonah, a man called by God, said, I'm not going to preach to the Ninevites. They low down dirty. I'm going to do nothing for them. They can die.
Yeah.
Just die. I'm not going to do nothing for them. God, if you want them to say, you go do it yourself. I'm going on vacation.
What you
Before
say?
I say anything to them, I'm going on vacation. I've never seen the likes of so many saints. I don't know who Jesus is that. I've never seen the likes of so many saints in the church that magnify vacation more than they magnify ministry.
All right.
I need a break. I need a break. You know what I'm saying. I need a break. There's too much going on. I can't take it no more. You know why you can't take it anymore? Because you're not doing what you've been assigned to do.
Yes, Lord.
The thing about God is if he called you, he equipped you. He ordained you. You can do whatever he called you to do. Because guess what? You're not doing it in your strength anyway. That's why we get so frustrated, because we're doing it in our own strength. We're in the wrong place at the right time to get mad and go to Tarshish.
Come on, you're talking. You're talking.
Am I in the house tonight?
Amen.
Them church folks ain't right. I ain't going back to that meeting because they ain't right. No, you ain't right.
Come on, my God.
Amen.
Check yourself before you wreck all of us. You're not right.
Yes, Lord.
You're not right.
Yes.
You run away from the call that's been called on your life. Everybody has a gift. Everybody has something they're supposed to do in the body of Christ. And when you come up lacking and not doing it, then the whole body suffers.
Yes. Yeah.
God will send somebody else if he have to. But you and everybody around you will feel the effects of your disobedience.
Oh. Jesus.
All disobedience is sin.
Yes.
All of it is. We still show off for praise and worship. Oh, and shout. Ooh, he gonna do it. He already did it. If he don't do anything else, he's already done enough. Just high five everybody in the building and leave out and go back and say, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
Tell it.
I'm not gonna help them. They need to help themselves.
That's right.
Tell the truth.
Yes, God.
Y'all, this is good to me.
Yes.
We even got a thing now where pregnancy is so prevalent in all of our communities. I notice even on Facebook, they don't really publicize a lot of weddings like they used to.
Right.
They don't show a lot of pictures and get dressed up and get all this stuff. They don't show a lot of them. But what they do is they get excited about a baby shower. And will spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on a baby shower. And they don't even have a place to live. But because they have gotten twisted in the mind, thinking that this is the glam life, I gotta show I'm pregnant, I'm gonna have this baby, let the world celebrate me. And it's an order in which you're supposed to do those things, but they get so excited about that one thing, and they don't know how to raise a child, but they know how to have a baby shower. Something is wrong with this picture. Somebody needs to get off the boat.
Wow.
I know I'm telling you.
Yes.
They get so excited about, I gotta buy all this stuff for this baby shower. And when the baby get here, they don't have enough money to buy milk. They're gonna pay for that one shower because they think this is what I'm supposed to do.
Yes.
That's because you're not doing your job. You need to get off the boat.
Yes.
Help me, God.
Hallelujah.
Glory.
Hallelujah.
And suicide. I've never seen the likes of suicide becoming an option in believers.
My God.
It's an option now.
Yes, God. My God.
If you think about it, they're thinking about suicide. It's an option on their checklist. Preachers, ministers, evangelists. Everywhere you look, somebody in the church is committing suicide.
Yeah.
After they preach a service. After they preach, get right. After they preach, God's going to do it for you. And they go and kill themselves. Why? Because somebody is still on the boat. There's storms everywhere.
That's right.
Yes.
And nobody's getting delivered because you're not doing what God called you to do.
My God.
Help us, God.
In fact, Nineveh went down while they was in so much storm and going through. He went down to the bottom of the boat and did what?
Went to sleep.
Went to sleep like he was Jesus.
Nerve to go to sleep.
Jesus went to sleep because he knew what was going to happen.
Come on.
Nineveh went to sleep because he didn't want to go where God was. He knew what was about to happen. Then they started calling on their gods and nobody answered.
Wow.
So they went downstairs and woke him up, said, get up, call on your God. Something got to change. He was the only Hebrew on the boat. And this is what surprised me and amazed me. He was running away from a whole set of people. He was a diehard Hebrew. He knew the law. He was a prophet. He believed God's people was the only one going to be blessed. So he didn't fool around with a lot of different people. But instead of him going to Nineveh, he got on a ship full of everything else but children of God. blowing my mind.
Yeah.
He got into something that he was designed to preach to anyway, but it wasn't the right place. He was still around people that needed to hear God. They was casting lots. That's something you do in hoodoo and all that kind of stuff. Casting lots, and they fell on Jones. Jones said, I know it's me. I'm the reason this calamity is happening.
Yeah.
What did he say? Throw me where?
Overboard.
Overboard. You're like, no, we ain't gonna kill you. You'd be surprised how many homeless people try to help you, and you'll walk past them every day and not give them a day.
Sure will.
That's right.
They didn't want to throw him over. So what did he say? Y'all, come on. Guess what? The storm got heavy because he wasn't in the place where he was supposed to be. And as soon as they made up in their mind to throw him over, the storm stopped. Everything calmed down. So in your neighborhood, when you get your voice together and go out and start ministering to the people in your neighborhood, that neighborhood is going to start calming down. When I think about it, I was in a neighborhood a few years ago. This is just my testimony. I'm going right back to the word. And in my neighborhood, there was some drug dealers and different things like that. They were all throughout there in different houses. They grew up and they were staying with their grandmama. And we came to the city. We came to the road. And I never let anybody talk about the road I'm living on. So what did I do? I began to talk to them. They saw us coming to church. They saw us leaving for church. And I began to feed them. I don't know how in the world, some people heard this testimony. I don't know how in the world I did it. But God allowed me to feed that whole neighborhood. Now these are black children, so it was a lot of them. Staying with their grandmama there for the summer. So you know it was a lot of children in that neighborhood. They began to come in my house, eat whatever I had. And I was able to feed a multitude of people.
My God.
Drug dealers came in, they ate. Babies came in, they ate. Grandmamas came through, they got a plate.
My God.
And from that point on, they began to calm down. They said, hey, sister church lady. That's sister church lady right there. They began to turn their music down. And before I know it, some of them started following me to church. Drug dealers.
Glory. Glory.
And grandmas.
Glory.
Why? Because I understood why I was there. Some of you don't know why you're in the place where you are. You're on your job, everything going haywire, everybody doing everything, and you're like, oh Lord, I'll be glad when I get a new job. No, you need to be glad when you finish your assignment on that job. That's why you're still there. That's why it seems like your ends won't meet. I gotta work some overtime. I'm tired of working overtime. If you do what God called you to do on that job, you'll be out of there before you know it. And that job will calm down. Look at your neighbor and say, stop holding up my blessing.
Stop holding up my blessing.
That job will come down. And everybody on that job, they'll start following you to church. They're going to see something in you. Why? Because you open up your mouth and you start to complete the assignment that God had put on your life to do. It's time for us to jump off that boat and go do what God has called us to do. You're holding up my blessing. You gotta get out of here.
Come on.
Come on.
You know what God has called you to do. It ain't no big issues, ain't no little ones. Whatever God called you to do, it's a great mission.
Come on.
If it's go to that door and usher, you better do it.
Yeah.
If this is say go to Walmart and stand there for 10 minutes and say, how you doing? And everybody come in. You don't know who's about to commit suicide. But you're anointed, how you doing? Well, change that mind. It may look crazy. It ain't going to look right to everybody, but everybody wasn't assigned to do it. You are.
Yes, sir.
It's not everybody else's responsibility to do what you were called to do. It's your assignment.
Yeah.
Look at your neighbor and say, it's time for you to jump off this boat.
It's time for you to jump off this boat.
I'm almost through. I'm saying what God has told me to say.
Come on, Evangelist.
So when you get off the boat and you go, God will exceed what he had said he was going to do. He got off the boat and it looked like he went into worse. What did he do? in the sea, fell in the fish's mouth. That's hell.
Come on.
Seems like it ain't right. But because he wasted so much time, God had to do what he had to do to get him where he needed to be on that time.
Yes.
So sometimes when we say yes to the Lord, have you ever felt like that? As soon as you say, okay, God, I'm going to obey you, seems like everything just bottoms out. When you say, okay, I'm going to stop doing this right here. Because I understand, I'm 40 now. It's time for me to start doing some things a little differently. So I'm going to stop doing this. I'm going to stop doing that. I'm going to stop calling him after 11 o'clock. Because I'm going to give my time to God. I'm going to stop going to the bar and grill with my friends. I'm going to drink water if I go. Because I want to give my life to God. And as soon as you step out and say, okay, I'm going to do, because I've been bought with a price, I understand. I've been bought with a price. I can't do that no more. God has something for me to do, and I can't do it with alcohol on my breath. They're not going to hear me with a black and nose hanging out my mouth. Or the left-handed cigarette came in. They're not going to hear me. But I'm doing the same thing they're doing. They're going to look at you and say, you're insane. I'm doing this, and I'm not have you doing it with me. How we out? So when you realize and jump off that boat and say, okay, God, I'm ready to live for you. Seems like everything just bottoms out. Your bills become extremely due.
Extremely.
And all your friends become few and far between.
Yes.
You can't find no help nowhere. Nobody to get you out of this thing you're in now. But when God has called you, the very time you think you're going under, God is taking you where he wants you to go. I don't know how far he was from Nineveh, but it wasn't a day or two away. It was a long ways away, because he was on his way to the other side of Tasha. But God got him there in 3 days, going through hell. He got to his assignment in 3 days. And when he preached what God told him to preach, guess what? The whole city repented. I may not have liked it, but they repented. So your assignment may be something that's so crazy to you that it don't make any sense, but you show up and open up your mouth. Look at your neighbor and say, just show up.
Just show up.
Open your mouth.
And open up your
And
mouth.
watch God fill it. Oh, I'm reminded again. Hallelujah.
Jesus.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I'm reminded of another boat incident. Hallelujah. When you've been called by God and you've been working in this field for a long time and you ain't got tired yet, it seems like God is about to elevate you to another level. There's another boat incident. Hallelujah. When the disciples were going across the sea, because God told them to go, they were already on mission. So they was doing what God had called them to do. Another storm came in the picture.
Yes.
They couldn't do nothing about the storm, but they was on their way because God sent them. I'm almost through. Hallelujah. They were on their way because God sent them. They were on their way because God sent them. They went through another part of hell, but they kept going. And they looked out and there was nothing they could do about this raging storm. But when they looked out, they saw Jesus. That's one thing about Jesus. If he called you, he's going to be with you every minute, every second, every hour of every day. I don't care if he sends you, he's already there when you get there. And guess what? He's right behind you as you go. And guess what else? He's right beside you as you walk. Jesus is everywhere he told you to be. Hallelujah. So Peter looked down on the water and said, Master, if it's you, bid me to come, because I got some faith. I know you, Jesus. I know that's you. Hallelujah. So if it's you, bid me to come, and I'm going to walk. Hallelujah. So Jesus said, come. That was his assignment. I don't care if he asked for it. Some of us ask for businesses. And when the time is right, God just said, go get it. You better get to going. Or as Martin said, you better get to stepping. That was his assignment, was to come. He asked him. And then when Jesus said, come, what did he do? He stepped out. And he began to walk. And some of us are scared to step out the boat. Because we're in a place to where gravity is law. Gravity has authority over the water. If you're standing on something that's not supposed to support you, guess what gravity gonna do? Its job.
Amen. Amen.
But we serve a God who is greater than gravity.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Jesus said, come, gravity didn't have no control over his feet.
Hey.
So the thing that God has called you into, hallelujah, everybody around you can say, you can't do it. I ain't never seen it done. But because Jesus said you do it, gravity won't hold you down. Money won't stop your flow. Men won't shut you up. Men can't put you down. Mountains can't fall on you. Valleys can be too low for you. Because it's time to get out the boat. Get out the boat, get out the boat, get out the boat. Get out the boat. Your ears ain't me. I can't make everything make sense. It's because he's waiting on you to get out the boat. And if you get out there and start seeing stuff hanging around you, then they first start saying, see, I told you though. And when they start saying, see, I told you so, you start looking. Well, you did tell me, I don't see no way, God. But they still saying, I don't see how you're going to make it either. And so you start looking around, and before you know it, you'll see yourself sinking. Gravity will start taking over. Why? Because you took your eyes off of the one who controls gravity. You take your eyes off the one who controls your destiny. You took your eyes off the one who controls your fortune. You took the eyes off the one who gives you favor. But it ain't fair. He gives you favor when it ain't fair. Don't take your eyes off the favor giver. Hallelujah. Look at your neighbor and say, just step off the boat.
Step off the boat.
My blessing is dependent on you to step off the boat. I don't care which boat you gotta step off of, but you need to step off the boat. If it's about to be obedient, step off the boat. If it's about to raise your faith, step off the boat. Because in the end, everybody around you, instead of being hurt and confused, they'll worship. That's what the Bible said. I didn't make that up. When the sailors saw Jonah go off the boat and the seas calm, what did they do?
Worship. Worship.
When the disciples who walked with Jesus saw Peter walk on water, step off the boat.
Come on.
Even when he began to sink, he cried, Jesus, what? Save me.
Woo. Let's go.
Jesus, he'll hear your every cry. He'll answer.
By and by.
Hallelujah. Then you'll feel your prayer will turn. And after a while, you'll see your water coming out your feet coming out the water. Hallelujah. You start walking again. Hallelujah. You've been walking again. And then when you look back at the boat,
Worship. Worship.
I hear a lot of people say, God don't get the glory out of my life. This thing I'm going through is just for God to get the glory. No, it's for you to obey God. And when you obey God, then God gets the glory. Moses even told the children of Israel, when they was getting ready to fight against an army, they told them they're gonna take back, they're gonna fight against it. Jesus, he said, no, God ain't with you. You're being disobedient.
Yeah.
And you will not succeed.
Yeah.
I just want you to think about that for just a moment. If you don't do what God has called you to do, you will not succeed.
Yeah. Yeah.
There is a way that seemeth right.
Right to me.
We gotta make it right. But it ain't right for us. We will not succeed.
My God, my God.
So listen to the voice of God. Hallelujah. Listen to the voice of God. And you'll begin to walk
Yes.
where people thought you should drive. Everybody standing.
Jesus.
Yes, God. Thank you.
Everybody standing.
Yes. Yes, God. Yes, Lord. Yes. Thank you.
I know this message was for this house
Yes.
because God wouldn't have given it to me.
It is.
That's right.
It is.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I'm crazy enough now to answer every call
Yeah.
when it is given to me.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid,
Yes.
especially when I hear God's voice.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's some people in here tonight. Everybody in here tonight.
Come on.
Really. You either need to obey God
Yes.
or whatever you've been believing God for, step out on faith.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Either way,
Yes.
you need to.
Get out the boat. Yes. Glory.
If you say one of those categories or even both of those categories, I'm in it, come down to this altar right now. You ain't got to be too high in God.
Yes. That's
And
right.
you ain't got to be too low in God.
Yes, God.
If you know there's some calamities all around you and you can't seem to make it right, the more you try, the deeper you get involved, the more things happen. Thank you, Lord. That is you in here tonight. Just come all around this altar.